Hi everybody, and welcome to our current session today for this podcast. I have with me EvoBite Gaming. Did I say it right?
Hello
EvoBite
again.
Gaming.
Yeah, you did.
That's who I'm with. And today's topic, and we will save our previous conversation with Mass Effect Andromeda and Mass Effect games. Mass Effect games. Yeah, Mass Effect games. I would like to talk about the previous fight with Eddie Hall versus Thor, and it was an awesome fight. And the last couple of rounds, all I'm seeing is Eddie Hall walking like a crab and trying to wait for that sweet spot to do a right hook to Thor's face, and that's why he gassed out, and that's why we could see, two fighters, which one who actually worked the hardest, and I could see that Thor was trying to win like a boxer, and Eddie Hall not so not. Wait. I'm trying to say not so much. See, this is why I gotta edit these things, because I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say in this fucking podcast.
Me, what are you trying to say?
And I could see why that Eddie Hall didn't really fought in exhibition matches, while Thor had experience on fighting other people in exhibition matches. So that's the reason why I would see an obvious win through the fight. But if I was a betting man, I would be rich by now because I bet on Thor without any money. So I'm shit out of luck. And damn. Also, Martin Ford called out Thor, so I am pretty keen what's gonna happen after Martin Ford's fight with the Iranian Hulk. Sorry. Me and my fucking pronunciations. I saw that press conference. Well, actually, before the press conference, they had a pose down or pose off, and I see Martin Ford fucking push the Iranian Hulk, and he went flying across the fucking ring, dude. He flew across the ring. It was fucking amazing. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Because I don't know much about the Iranian Hulk, but I've seen his photos, and he looks massive. He looks like the Incredible Hulk. But in real life, I just found out his photos are basically just legit as Photoshop because they were fake. And seeing him in real life, he's not so big, to be honest. And just compared to a guy who's like 6'9", it is
Dude, that guy's tall enough to be a Spartan.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, speaking of which, thanks, man. Speaking of which, well, I like to talk about Paramount Plus Halo series. And oh boy,
I've only watched the first episode. Yeah, the second one came out like yesterday. I haven't watched it yet.
Alright, I won't spoil the episode 2, but episode 1, I got my pros and I got my cons. I would like to say I will go first, or either of us can go first, whether we like to say our piece about the show. It's up to one of us, but
I personally, I'm enjoying it as a TV show, but I probably won't enjoy it as a Halo thing. I've had like one episode. I think the elites are a bit too thick. If you've seen the elites, they're like wide.
yeah, they're pretty fucking sturdy and bulky. Yeah, they're pretty big in comparison to the video games. Yeah.
It's like if you had the elites and you just gave them pancakes for a good couple of years. That's what they look like. They're just like kind of poofed up.
Yeah. It's like if elites discovered Uber Eats and if they just had Uber Eats for the last 6 months straight, that's what they will end up looking like, fat boys. But yeah, fatty boys.
Personally, can't wait to see the brutes and grunts, especially the fact that like grunts are tall as normal people.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
I don't know about that.
Actually,
I would say they'd be like 5 foot, at least 5 foot.
Grunts are 5'6", basically the same height as me. That's how tall they are.
Okay.
They're canonically that tall.
Because they look pretty small in the video game, but you gotta realize elites are like 8 foot, or probably more than that. And in the games,
they're like I think they're like 8 or 9 feet if you include them like hunched over. If they were to like straighten the back and stand straight, they'd be tall as hell.
Yeah, okay.
And then you go like the brutes. They weigh as much as like a car. They would like if they were to land on a warthog, they would probably like crush it a little bit.
Okay. Damn, that's actually interesting, dude. I did not realize how big grunts were in real life. I mean, even I'm shocked. What's shocking is that I haven't even seen. I agree with you. I haven't seen grunts or jackals or anything else besides just elites in the first episode.
Yeah, well, they didn't add anything else.
Yeah. I would say they did pretty well. I mean, I prefer the elites in the Halo series over Halo Nightfall depiction of the elites.
I think Halo Nightfall's depiction was pretty accurate. They look like elites. It's like no one complained about them either.
Yeah, I mean,
like that you don't hear about it much. It's like they were good enough that no one gave it shit. It's like, oh yeah, elites. Cool.
I don't know.
Move it on.
I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I like them in Halo Forward Onto Dawn though. They look pretty great.
Oh, they were good. They were terrifying. Yeah. They were like haunting humans and stuff. It was great.
Yeah.
And I think we got to see a jackal in that one.
I didn't have a problem at all about the elites though in the Halo series. I didn't care about their body type. They look, you know what? Actually, I would approve how their size, even though they look like bulking out. They look pretty fine to me. They remind me of Halo Reach.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. It's just like they just look fat.
Yeah, but they look kind of close to like themselves in Halo Reach though. They look pretty big in Halo Reach. If I gotta be honest.
They were big because of the armor. They're still pretty thin.
Yet their armor seems pretty basic. It's almost colorless in this show.
Yeah, it looks like Arbiter armor.
There's no difference with their armor. They all look the same, especially the honor guards. When you see the Prophet, having a discussion with the human Covenant.
I totally didn't even see the honor guards. I was like, I was just looking at the puppeteering they did for the Prophets, which was really good.
I've seen the comparison in details where their crown is a lot smaller compared to the video games, where their crown is just basically it's just the size of like just a square in their forehead, compared to in the video game they have a huge size crown what they're wearing in Halo 2 Anniversary. But they did a really good work with the Prophet of CGI works. It looks incredible. It looks almost exactly identical to the Halo 2 Anniversary. I just know a little bit of like details. I know a little bit of difference between the two. Like it's just the crown size. I had no problem with the actor that played Master Chief, but I know that they bastardize the fucking like show or the franchise, because it's just the fucking face reveal in the first episode. I didn't expect it to be so soon. Even showing the entire face, I expected to have he opened his helmet and you only see the behind of his head and that's it, but they have shown the entire face. That's something else.
I feel like I have no problem them showing the face. Like they've done it in like the books and stuff. But like I think they showed it like way too early.
What?
But it's also a TV show, so it's kind of fair. They kind of want to show like the actor do acting.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind the actor himself, even though he doesn't sound like Steve Dowse. He doesn't sound like the voice actor from that plays Master Chief.
He seems pretty cool.
He still does incredible acting as Master Chief, and though we all get used to the voice actor over time because we know about this voice actor for years of playing Halo, but he does incredible work. The guy, Pablo Schreiber. Yeah, that's it. That's his name.
Yeah, I think he's pretty cool.
He is a pretty cool guy, because I liked his work of playing the comedy character of Pornstache in Orange is the New Black on Netflix series. And he played other couple of characters with in other movies, such as Den of Thieves. He plays the tall leprechaun in American Gods. I've seen that. And like I said, I loved his work. And playing Master Chief, yeah, it kind of matches the fit, you know what I mean? Like, he's tall, he's incredibly tall too. Yeah, and he can play like a sturdy, heroic, stoic guy. to be honest. And yeah, like this doesn't really make me feel disappointed at all. I know that he was going to play Master Chief. You know, it said in the announcement that even years ago about the casting, so I was already informed about it, and so yeah, whatever. He did had a lot of hair though as Master Chief. When you see the face reveal, I didn't see Master Chief bat a lot of hair. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it looks like I'm seeing like the same leprechaun that I saw from American Gods and shit like that. He looks like a ginger, but whatever, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, in my opinion. For the rest is that some of the mechanics, no, sorry, my bad. I mean the CGI, some of the bits kind of concerns me. Especially
Like the assault rifle?
The assault rifle. You beat me to it. Fuck you. First of one.
Everyone knows about the assault rifle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you drop the assault rifle, it looked like.
I assume they had to CGI the assault rifle because when they tried throwing the actual prop, it just kept bouncing too much. So they probably was like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna CGI this. That's what I think. Like, usually that's what CGI is used for, is to like, if they can't do it in real life, use a computer.
No, I just rather have them doing it in real life, to be honest. It's not that is not much of a problem, but that is a major problem right there.
What? The assault rifle probably being too bouncy?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead, bouncy it up. I don't give a fuck. But that CGI was fucking horrendous.
I think it was the motion blur they added.
Yeah.
The motion blur was like odd.
Yeah. Looking
I
like
think that's what made it
drop that assault
CGI.
rifle, looks like 360p. Yeah. But I don't... Dude, I love the hops, the mad hops of the Spartans where they just jump over and shit like that. Backflips and
Yeah.
everything. That was insane. That was awesome. I'll give them that. They did terrific with the lore accuracy, how Spartans moved. I'll give them that.
Oh yeah. There's also going to be a shot later in the show where you see Chief and I think another Spartan outrunning a warthog.
Ooh, that would be fucking sweet. It's like Captain Miracle all over again.
Yeah, it's going to be like that. They canonically can run as fast as a warthog, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wish that, you know, they did their research. Like, okay, this is my last thing about the Halo series, and it's gonna be all you what you want to say in this podcast. But the biggest problem all I had was they had years of developing and planning and making this series, because I waited for a very long time for this, and I just can't believe they haven't done much of their research with the video games, the franchise itself, the books. Yeah,
That's what I
guess they did
found
read the
odd, like,
books,
they
but
didn't
the
do
video
much on
games,
that
dude,
front.
No, there's no excuse about it. There's nothing around it, dude. 4 years, 3 years, I don't give a fuck, dude. I've waited for so many years to this day, and they just call it an alternate universe as an excuse, because they haven't done the research, dude. Like, Silver Team, like, replacing Blue Team, I can't tell which is canon or which is not. And
The show isn't canon in general, so just like think that's like, I think how they described it, they wanted to make it feel like how the MCU is to the books and games. They're all separate things.
but the question
That's
is,
what I assume they're trying for.
do we want that though? For the audience, for the fans, do we want that to happen?
Personally, I don't care if it's an alternate universe. I care that if it's not gonna be accurate, then it's a problem.
That's the thing, though. That's my problem. Like, but making excuses to say it's an alternate universe, because I don't know if that's the reason why, because they're getting backlash on, you know, the inaccuracy of the fucking show, and then they just call it, well, the reason because this is an alternate universe, and that's why, you know, all this shit is non-canon. Then I don't know, man. It feels like it's a cop-out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I hate about, like, I'll make a list. Okay. Human Covenant, the female that works with the Covenant.
I already hate her.
no.
She seems super annoying. Like, I feel like every time she's on screen, I'm just gonna go, ah.
I feel like it's
just like don't make teeth.
they're trying to make it. They're trying to shock the audience. Like, oh my gosh, we never seen a human work with the Covenant, because the Covenant don't take humans in their fucking in their fucking armies, dude. And yeah, that didn't shock me at all. I just feel like it was quite the opposite.
I just find it weird that humans being used. Like, I'm not hating on the actress who's playing the human Covenant liaison lady thing, whatever her role is gonna be. I think she has superpowers or something. I don't know. I'm not hating on her. It's just like, it's so weird to have a human raised by Covenant when, like, the Covenant's history is that they hate humans because I think it's something of like Forerunner tech, like they're the only people that can use it or something.
Dude, it's already weird enough as she just replaced the Arbiter for the entire plot. You know
No,
what I mean?
she's not replacing the Arbiter. Apparently she's like leading the Covenant or something. I don't know. I think that the reason they added like a human to the Covenant was for kind of like giving the audience a way to, I don't know, not relate, but like be the gate to see everything through, I guess. Like, it's the same thing with what they did with the Mortal Kombat movie, where they introduced a new character, and that character's technically supposed to be like the audience's point of view of the world.
Yeah.
So I think they're just trying to do that both the Covenant.
Oh, okay.
But that's my beliefs.
Nah, I understand. I don't have no, I do have problems. I don't want to lie to you saying I don't have problems. I do have a problem with that chick. If they focus too much on her as the antagonist, I don't feel like it's going to work out for the entire series of what they want to focus on. So, because I just saw the ending as well and how he got EMP'd by Captain Keyes. And they just found out
like Captain Keyes betrayed Chief.
Yeah.
They're like best buds.
Yeah, basically. Some stupid idiot commented in one of the clips saying, I just can't believe... I don't know, I don't want to quote this, but it's unofficial, but some guy said, I can't believe Captain Keyes is like Sergeant Johnson or some shit, and he adopted Master Chief. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I think he's talking about like the casting, that there's a black guy playing Captain Keyes or some shit. So he made this cheesy joke about it. Like, they're saying Sergeant Johnson is playing Captain Keyes. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
I don't have a problem with who they casted for Captain Keyes.
I don't. Not at all.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I hope to see Sergeant Johnson soon.
I don't have a problem with the casting. It's just the backstory, or like if they alternate like any of the lore at all to make it non-canon. That was my entire problem with the entire series. That's what I was talking about. Like Silver Team, I never heard of Silver Team. Are they like, the alternate universe of Blue Team? Then that's my problem. Just say Blue Team. Just like even if there's a black guy in the squad and he plays Fred, I don't mind with that, but they just change the entire names, change the character. You're basically seeing Blue Team, but they just have different names and a different name tag, dude. You get it? I don't
think a lot of people notice this, but Reach is still around. And this takes place when Halo CE is supposed to take place, like literally the same year as CE. And Reach is still around.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I was just going to say, I heard a lot of people talking about the controversy with people using 500-year-old weapons, like the AKs and the Glocks, when they were, fighting in Madrigal. And
dude,
I gotta tell you, yeah, a lot of people are talking about it, dude. What do you think about that?
People are still using Desert Eagles in the books.
Yeah.
It's like, they make, like, I think in one of the books, I forgot which one, but, like, I saw an image of it, like, people are posting about it anyway, like, someone is using a deagle and someone comments, like, shouldn't that be in a museum?
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, UNSC has, they have futuristic weapons in the military. It's like far advanced, and like backwater planets, they don't have that luxury of finding, UNSC weapons, and all they have to rely on is very old weapon tech. So I'm not surprised if they carried AKs that still works, which I'm still quite shocked that, AK rifles still work till this, in 500 years. But yeah, that's what my take on it. So yeah, like there's got to be a reason why they still holding AKs and Glocks, because I know it seems weird when you see it in live action, but you gotta understand behind it that, some planets like Madrigal and like insurrectionist people, they don't have weapons like UNSC weapons.
I think a lot of people also failing to realize they're probably not AK-47s of like 2012 or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably newly built guns that are designed off that.
Yeah, it's probably like, future models. They're quite similar to the current ones, and also modified as well.
They're using like Halo era ammo as well. It's just that those guns probably were built in like the last 30 years in that timeline.
Yeah.
They just happen to still use the design.
Yeah. So yeah, just to wrap things up with Halo is that they got most of it right. Just some of the points, some of the problems that point out that I tried to cover is, the inaccuracy with the show. They're, some of them are non-canon and alternate, things I haven't, saw, from the books or the games. And the cop-out, making it like it's an alternate universe, even though I was waiting for years and years of, making a legitimate Halo show, like, that is, a tribute, paying homage to the franchise itself. But yeah, whatever, man. I enjoy it, but yes, I indeed see some flaws with the show. But overall, it's a good show overall. I'm not gonna give up on it yet.
I mean, it's 2 episodes in.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't give up on it. I think it's gonna get better.
I won't spoil episode 2 for you, but it was fucking incredible though. It got better. It got better. I'm telling you this. The CGI got better as well, so...
Okay, I got a question for you. With how things are turning out for Halo TV show, how do you feel about the Mass Effect TV show that Amazon's working on?
Are they?
Yeah, they're working on it.
I thought it was I thought it was just, I thought it was just rumors. It's
not like a fake or anything, like it's actually happening.
It's happening? Wow,
yeah.
Shit. That was a surprise. Man, my birthday came early. I thought it was just a rumor, but then again, I believe in Henry Cavill's script, because I seen a screenshot a couple of months ago about, he was working on Mass Effect, and then, well, I guess it is legit then. So, me thinking about Mass Effect, I hope they get this right. I hope they didn't make the mistakes with the Halo series. They have to try to connect in some way with the lore this time. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to go through that route, making some sort of alternate universe and trying to cop out and shit like that. So
the question is, which Shepherd are they going to use? Male Shepherd or Femme Shepherd?
Because I always use the male Shepherd, so I'm a bit biased here, so I'm always going to go for male Shepherd, but I don't mind female Shepherd as well. I don't care.
I think I'd prefer female Shepherd.
Okay. No, I'm kidding.
Don't be cringe.
Dude, I don't mind female Shepherd at all. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, either way, it all works both. It's fine. No matter how it turns out, at least they stick to the lore. They stick to the canon of the franchise.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see it. I'm still skeptical. Like, no matter how I like the trailer.
It'd be hard for Mass Effect to be canon because, like, the games cover all the main bits. The only thing the TV show could do was basically rehash the games.
Dude, like, that's the thing. I don't mind if they change it up with the small details. I'm fine with that. But like, if they change up the names, or I don't even mind the character's design. Like if they change it up, but the names, or the backdrop, the backstory, and that's what concerns me. That's what happened through fucking Halo. It wasn't a small issue. It was a big fucking issue, to be honest. When they changed the team, silver team, blue team, replacing and shit like that, females in a covenant, that's the thing. That's a big fucking issue. But I don't mind when you mean that they change it up in Mass Effect, like NPC characters, like the insignificant characters. I don't mind if they change it up. That's fine. I don't care if they, there's some sort of non-canon way to do that. That's fine. But if they change, like, for example, Kaden Alenko's name to something else, yeah, that might be a problem,
Wait, how would you know if they changed Kaden Alenko's name to something else? Then he's a different character, then he's not Kaden Alenko. This is another dude then.
I don't know, they probably still have the same last name, but they changed the fucking first name. I don't know, dude. You tell me.
They just removed the K, and there you go, new character.
And fuck, if they made a big mistake about, having the enemy in Mass Effect 3 as Kai Lang as Kaden Alenko, I'm actually fine with it, because it was fan fiction in the first place. Even for me, that everyone made a fan fiction about it. Someone made a mod about, Kaden Alenko as Kai Lang. And if they did that in the series, in the show, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it, even if it's not non-canon. That's like the best mistake of all time in if they made a Mass Effect show out of it.
I think a good way to introduce like a different version of Kai Lang would be Kai Lang is like just the name of the entity that Cerberus is controlling, who is like cybernetically enhanced.
Yeah.
But that Kai Lang is basically whoever's the person who's supposed to die in Vermeer.
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
So they could be like a Kai Lang that's actually Ashley Williams.
Or Alenko, but whatever.
I mean, I feel like that would be more interesting. It's like, gets basically blown up, and is restored, but they're not fully human. So they get given a new name and identity, and they look vaguely similar to how they used to look.
I think the audience will be very tense about it, what's going to happen in the show, because, their decision making in the game was easy because you can decide, but they don't know what's going to happen in the show. Maybe Rex will die, maybe Rex lives, who knows, but they know they're going to be sweating through their pores about...
I'm going to love it, like, if the TV show follows the games, I'm going to love it when they do, like, the suicide mission, and, like, we see how characters die. It's like, so it seems like they may have forgotten to get the Thaxic cannon.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Or got the armor plating. And he just, like, comment on that.
Can you imagine the show goes on like that in the suicide mission? Then you can tell how it should played out if it was canon. Like,
I think the canonical ending, the canonical way would be like, everyone survives till Mass Effect 3, and then it's like, whatever happens then.
Exactly. So at least we got that out of the way with Mass Effect. I don't know much about Andromeda because we'd already covered that. And Mass Effect games, we did. But what I didn't know, that was a good surprise coming from you, dude, that, I didn't realize they're actually going to make a TV show with Mass Effect. That pulls my heartstrings, because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. Like I said in the last podcast session, I'm a true diehard fan of Mass Effect. Even though Halo is my first love, but my love is always going to be with Mass Effect. But, like Chenille will say, why not both, huh? Why not both?
I am friends with someone who would play Jack really well. Like, she looks a lot like her.
If they make a casting, they should cast Natalie Portman as Jack. Bald-head Natalie Portman from V for Vendetta. I could see that. Or what about Ruby Rose as Jack?
Nah.
Yeah,
Ruby
dude,
Rose
they can work well.
No, she can't,
it works well, dude.
She can't do it because she injured her back.
What is it, permanent? What the fuck happened?
I don't know, but like she had to quit working on Batwoman because of it.
Shit, it must be permanent, and that must be serious. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Because she could have played Jack. She looks like the fitting, like, she looks like the model type that fits well with Jack. But yeah, dude. And I can imagine if, like, they try to, like, make a joke out of casting Keanu Reeves as Thane, because basically, they should change his name to Thane Wick. Like, I could see that, right? But yeah.
Plus, Keanu's old as well, so it would work really well.
Yeah.
Of like a aging assassin.
He's wise, dude. He's wise, even though he's dying. That's too soon. My bad, dude. I'm talking about Thane, but yeah. I'm quite hoping they still cast Joker. Like, sorry, I mean Seth Green as Joker still for the live action. That will be awesome. Because, you know, that guy doesn't age at all, so he still looks like Joker to me, even in real life. I can picture, like, Seth Green as actually Joker, to be honest. That's
They end
crazy.
up hiring the wrong Seth and they get Seth Rogen.
Yeah, starts laughing all the way. That's terrible.
Don't insult people's laughs.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that out.
That ain't cool.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna like cut that out from the footage. Yeah, dude, that'll be crazy. You know, somebody told me that they wanted to cast Dwayne Johnson as James Vega for Mass Effect.
You know what? I don't mind that, but
What do you
James
think?
Vega is a Mexican dude, so you should probably get like a Mexican dude.
Like, trying to think of one. Nah, don't have a clue.
Is Bautista Spanish?
I don't know. Got to research on that, but for a guy
feel like
his
he could do
size,
it really well.
his size, he does look like James Vega to me, dude. Like, he does look big with tats, intimidating. Yeah, they'll be fucking cool.
I feel like Bautista's perfect.
What's also perfect, I got some, like, lists of the casting for Mass Effect to play male Shepard. I have, Anthony Starr, the guy that plays Homelander. He can play a
He's
perfect
already
Commander
doing the
Shepard.
boys. You can't have two of the same main characters.
Yeah, boy! He can
He's
be
already-
fucking, he can be
You
Commander
can't go
Shepard.
from one Amazon show to another.
But you gotta be honest, he does look like Commander Shepard, though, if he just shaved his whole fucking hair entirely. Come on. I've seen that shit happen.
Yeah, he could, but he could, like, if they did, like, two shows, a Paragon and a Renegade, they could have him as Renegade Shepard.
Yeah, to be honest, that does,
And it's just him playing
fit the scene.
basically his other character.
Yeah. Yeah. Wish we could talk more about that. I guess we could talk about more on that on the next session on our podcast. So,
Which we're
that'll
doing
be
right
very
now.
interesting.
I hope this still continues.
To be continued. Yeah.
Right now. We've got time.
Fuck you, dude. That's just... Oh, fucking hell, dude. There's gonna be a lot of editing to do. Okay, well, alright, well, yeah, I do, because I've been thinking all that casting stuff, like fan casting for Mass Effect for years, and I collected some very terrific actors that can play for the live action roles. I would say Sam Worthington from Clash of the Titans? The Wrath of the Titans?
Oh yeah, he's a pretty good
Terminator,
choice.
Salvation. Yeah, he can play Commander Shepard well. Who else? I would say Bruce Willis can play Commander Bailey in the CSEC. Probably.
I don't want him to play Commander Bailey. Commander Bailey is racist.
What? Since when? No, I'm kidding. I don't know if he's racist, but he does take bribes. That's one thing that I would know about Commander Bailey. But, yeah. Counselor Udina. Wow, that is going to be very interesting.
Let's get some Indian dude.
What
Anyone.
the fuck, dude?
Anyone
What
would
the
work.
fuck? Racist! No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. I just gotta find the right actor to play Counselor Udina, because he plays like a douche as well. A douchey
Yeah,
politician. Your typical
you need,
politician.
like, someone who can play douche really well.
Yeah. We'll just get Keith David as Captain Anderson again. Might as well, right?
Oh yeah, he could do. Yeah, he'll do a perfect job.
Yeah. It's just the voice is just so iconic. But Well,
Plus,
yeah.
Keith David's already like an actor as well.
Yeah, dude. He's like an actor and a voice actor, dude. It's fucking awesome. Jane Shepard. Damn, who's gonna play Jane Shepard? Interesting. You know, I'll be laughing if they just casted Emma. Oh no, what's her name again? Emma Stone to play the redhead Commander Shepard. Jane Shepard.
That's a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, they're not gonna get like A-list actors to work on this.
Like, I would find her to play Batgirl, but I wouldn't see her playing, you know, the female Shepard. But, I don't know. Who plays Edie, dude? Edie.
Who play who?
I don't know who will play Edie, but Edie reminds me of, like, Sheldon's girlfriend from Big Bang Theory. She can
Yeah,
play
but
her.
she would then have to eventually do like actual acting and not just voice acting.
She does. I don't know if she has like the type, like the appearance to play Edie as well. So that's that
Yeah.
as well. What about Chris Pine as Commander Shepard? But then again, he did play Star Trek, so that's kind of
Pretty similar.
yeah, it'd be too similar. Yeah, my bad, dude. Can you imagine Gordon Ramsay as fucking Zaid?
Yes.
Where's the lamb
it'd be
sauce?
No, I wanted Gordon Ramsay to play the chef from Mass Effect 2.
Oh
He
my
just-
god.
He only shows up for like an episode and you do the
Oh,
food
fuck.
quest and that's it. Like they just had dedicate one episode to the chef.
Oh fuck, that's so funny, dude. I actually, there was a
I love
time
it.
where there was a time that when he got invaded by the collectors, I went to the crew's quarters. He was still missing, so my assumption was he died in the collector's base.
But no one's supposed to die if you do it immediately.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though. That's when I was completely stupid and I killed everyone. So.
Haha, you got everyone killed.
Yeah, that was actually my first time playing Mass Effect 2, until I went onto YouTube to actually like know how to save everyone and get the achievement. No one gets left behind. But yeah, to be continued. Yeah, stay tuned for the next session for our podcast channel, and yeah, take it easy, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Boy.